Good afternoon. My name is Joshua Houston. I'm General Counsel of Texas Impact. We are here opposed to House Bill 308. Texas Impact is a statewide faith-based network that represents 27 faith groups, 17 of which are denominational bodies.
You have any Lutherans?
The ELCA, yes, sir.
The ELCA.
Not the Missouri Synod.
Okay.
There's a difference.
Yeah, there is a difference.
Texas Impact historically does not work on Second Amendment issues, nor does it have a position when it comes to guns in general. However, when legislation directly affects our members, our position is that it must not affect the ability of houses of worship to allow or prohibit weapons on our premises. Current law allows religious organizations to either permit CHL holders to carry on the premises simply by doing nothing, or worship facilities can prohibit by posting 30-6 notice. Our membership has concerns about three areas in this bill.
Okay.
First is liability. With regard to lawsuits, it is our religious institutions that carry the tort liability. Additionally, we have concerns that could lead to increases in property and liability insurance. With our properties, millions of dollars are at stake if there were to be a lawsuit. Second, the character and nature of the property of church is different than that of a business. Often we have kids playing foursquare basketball in the parking lots. We have playgrounds. We have often on the same campus multiple buildings connected by sidewalks, which leads me to my third point, is that there is other stuff in this bill that we would need to understand. If the specificity striking churches in 46.0335 were to be struck, we need to understand what the effect would be. For instance, there's changes in the definition to premises. And as I mentioned, the character and nature of church premises are slightly different than that of a business. The language in 46.035 is not identical to the language in 30.6, and we would want to understand how that works. And lastly, there's a change from a Class A misdemeanor to a Class C misdemeanor, and we would have some enforcement issues and concerns about that as well. We have been in communication with our member denominations about this legislation. They are seeking the advice from their legal and business advisors. Often on legislation where stakeholders are directly affected, there's usually a stakeholder process or a work group that's formed. If that were to occur, Texas Impact member denominations would like to be included. I appreciate the committee's time this afternoon, and we look forward to working with you.
Thank you for your testimony, your patience for waiting till the end, all of you guys, to be heard on this issue. And if you'll continue to work with Representative Springer and especially those three areas to understand. Some of it is, I don't like the fact that my church doesn't post and it doesn't mind if you have guns, but yet I could still be arrested and just for being there with a gun and have to have an arrest on my record and have to go through. Y'all probably wouldn't be opposed to cleaning that up, would you?
Yeah, and I don't understand that possibility to be under
It's an
current
affirmative
law.
defense. Right now, the way it is, it's an affirmative defense, which means you can raise that and prove it. So it's just the way it was written, and that's what we're talking about. Is it's kind of confusing for law, even for a smart lawyer like this. I call them tall building lawyers. They, to kind of think through that. I mean, I think there's some of those things y'all probably wouldn't have an objection to, even if maybe the whole thing wasn't where it was originally filed. So
Sure, yeah, we just want to get comfortable with some of the
you bet
the implementation. So thank you very much.
Thank you for your testimony.